Hola and bom dia from the beautiful Madeira Island. This is our first time visiting. And so far we've had some fantastic first impressions.
I'm going to show you the bananas downstairs.
Mommy, right here.
3 branches. You can have to Is it one?
One.
What do you think of bananas? Tell everybody. What do you think they are?
It's so different from where we usually live in Portugal.
Small bananas.
Now the work.
Even though technically we're in the same country, we're actually closer to Africa than we are to Europe. The climate is different, the landscape is different. And wow, it is just beautiful.
And the river.
Look behind Mummy. You can see the rocks. Look behind Mummy. You can see the rocks.
Only for is.
No, we're not following.
We've got to come back after,
Some of you already know we used to live in Thailand, so we're used to tropical landscapes. And after living in Portugal for 2.5 years, we started to miss that a little bit. And so now here we are, exploring Madeira for the first time. Wow, what have you found?
It doesn't work.
It does work, you have to blow it harder. Right now we're in a little place called Achadas Da Cruz. We took a cable car down to this lovely walkway, which has just got some of the most beautiful views I've seen in years. There's amazing little poppies growing down by the side of the walkway. We're surrounded by these tall grasses that are protecting us from the wind right now. We've got this fantastic mountain scenery. It's amazing. One of the first things that you do notice about Madeira is there's no sandy beaches. But to be honest, I like that. I've always been a fan of wild coastlines, and this place has tons of them. Phwah Phwah's up there enjoying the view. This is her first time here as well. Something else we've noticed, which is kind of similar to Portugal, is that Madeira seems to have little microclimates everywhere. On one side of the hills it will be cloudy, misty, the other side pure sunshine. When we left this morning there was no wind. When we got to Achadas Da Cruz there was tons of wind, it's like gale force. Because of that, Story hasn't been in the best of moods, have you? Oh, you look very grumpy. Story's not normally like this.
clingiest
Yeah.
you've ever been.
What do you think, Story? Should we go get some food? Will that make you feel better?
You're going to eat it all.
Yeah, we'll eat it all up. There's that little goofy smile. Story, do you want to go back to the cable car? Everything's no today. Come on, little one, let's go. Look at these little homes here. The people here really have used every little bit of space possible. Despite the difficulty in farming down here, still growing wine. Look at this beautiful house. It's taking me forever to get anywhere because I keep stopping to take shots. Even in these tiny little walkways, you can see the ingenuity. Look, little waterways here for irrigation. I'm really impressed with this. I could stay here for ages, but there's so much like this all over the island. Here it comes. Costs €3 per person to get on. I have to admit, when you see it swinging in the wind like that, it does look a little bit ropey.
No one in that one either, so it's just flapping around more.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop.
Quick up now.
No, we don't, but
Back to some food, it's right.
we've done mountains.
Up the mountain now.
No, we've done mountains. But we're house now.
Going back to the house.
We're up sky. We did high sky. We made it. Oh, we're hitting the water.
I'll tell you what, there's an absolute bargain for €3. They bring you both ways, don't they?
Yeah, return, yeah.
Fantastic.
As we were driving through this little town, we saw this amazing church up on a hill, and it's hard to believe that we're still in Europe. It's just incredible. What an amazing place.
Wow, good sliding. Wow, that's a nice swing.
It reminds us a lot of our time in Asia, especially in Chiang Rai, which was one of our favourite places there when we lived there, in Thailand, purely because of the mountains. And here on Madeira, it is just incredible because you've got the mountains and you've got the sea right there. It's like a condensed version of Thailand, and it is just amazing. It really is mind-blowing.
So we're now in the most beautiful park in the world, and we spotted this little play area for Story as we were driving through town and thought, how can we not let her swing to these views? Look at that! Just everywhere you go in this country, you're surrounded by this beauty. It's hard to not get used to it. We've been actively trying to remind ourselves to keep looking at the views, because everywhere you look, even if it's just a local village or a small town or the beach, fantastic.
And Daddy's turn on the swing.
That's a cemetery. It's not a bad place to be buried, is it?
Beautiful.
It's like going to the botanical gardens, isn't it?
Yeah. Talk about, respect for the
Exactly.
dead.
Absolutely blown away by how beautiful it is. I've never seen anything like it. Just the flowers are absolutely crazy. It's like going to botanical gardens or going to the garden centre or something. I guess in Madeira is well known for its flowers. While we've been exploring the graveyards, it looks like Story's been getting herself some ice cream. What are you doing?
Ice. You want some?
Yes, please. Ooh, very nice. A couple of other observations I've noticed so far is that there's a lot more English everywhere on signs, and pretty much everybody we've spoken to speaks English. Maybe that's because we're in a touristy area, and also the prices of food are a lot higher here but still cheaper than England. You're really fast. I'm going to get you. Whoa. This smells good. This here is a great example of Madeira's microclimates. Sunshine and blue skies on this side, mist and cold winds on this side.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, buddy. Is that what you're saying? What have you found out here? Oh, you howling at the sea? So this is the coastline of São Vicente. They got lots of restaurants here lining the coast. We're gonna go get something to eat. So we've just sat down at this local restaurant to try out some of the local cuisine and some of the wine. Papa has ordered herself some sweet Madeira wine. We're not quite sure what it is or what it will taste like. What's the flavour like?
A little bit like port, but lighter.
Oh, okay.
Lighter flavour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks good. Mummy's just bringing Story some snacks. And we have dinner with a view.
Treats in there.
And this is it. The Madeira specialty. It's the espada fish with a fried banana and passion fruit on top as well.
I can smell the passion.
Yeah, you really can smell the fruits, can't you? Story has a vegetable soup. We've got some traditional garlic bread here too. And some yummy seasoned potatoes.
The traditional dishes.
How is it? Fish is good. Any bones? Boneless. So we haven't been on this island for a very long time, and yet I can say with absolute conviction, this place is amazing. And I'm not just saying that for the sake of making a video. Everywhere you look, it's just fantastic views. You start to lose the value of how beautiful it really is. We've been surrounded by this sound all day. Every corner there's been a huge mountain to look at. It's lush and green. Every person we've met has been super friendly. It's really easy to travel here.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. And I even gone old school and I'm going to send my family some postcards.
Yeah, get those written tonight. We've barely scratched the surface of Madeira. We've got so much more to see. So hopefully you'll be along for that journey too. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.